Hi there, and welcome to installment 21 of Achieve Wellbeing. I'm Dr. Lisa Kirk Brown, Doctor of Public Health with almost 30 years of experience in preventive medicine, retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, and disabled American veteran. Today we're going to talk about the last element in the personality aspects of well-being that can bring you a state of comfort, health, and happiness. Today is also the last of the 12 elements in the whole Achieve Wellbeing model, and that's exciting. I really sincerely hope that these 12 elements have inspired you and educated you on how to achieve that state of comfort, health, and happiness, the greatest that you can possibly have. You may remember previously in the Achieve Wellbeing blog how I discussed that it takes 3 days to make or break a habit. It's probably still a little confusing to you about that, but that is scientifically proven. And what is required for you to be able to do this? I believe it's something called self-discipline. Self-discipline is the last element and probably the most difficult element to talk about in the Achieve Wellbeing model, because I feel like it's weighted with a little bit of negativity, and I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to get you off course in the positive self-talk aspects of comfort, health, and happiness. But I do want to discuss what self-discipline is, and I want to give you 6 tips on how to maintain self-discipline. 6 really, really practical tips. First of all, self-discipline is the ability to delay gratification for a bigger goal. And we struggle with that. We all struggle with that. I am not immune to the temptations of instant gratification. They hit me at different times in my life, and I succumb to them occasionally. And my hope is that the majority of the time, I try to delay gratification for a higher goal. I don't eat the piece of cake, or I go on a run, well, not a run anymore. I used to go on a run, even though some days I didn't actually feel like it. Today I did a workout DVD, and I was pretty excited to do it today, but it doesn't happen like that every day. It's what feels good after a long term of delaying the gratification of maybe sitting on the couch and not doing the exercise, if you understand what I'm saying. So that said, what are the practical 6 tips I want to give you? Step 1. First, I want you to remember that you have self-discipline. I think that's kind of a no-brainer, but I really want you to mindfully remember a time in your life when you've had self-discipline. We all have it. Just the fact that you graduated high school or entered the military and finished basic training, I can tell you right now you have self-discipline. And many of you who are watching may not be veterans and may not have gone through basic training, but I can guarantee you if you finished high school, finished college, you went about a job for a certain amount of time and maintained good marks at that job, that you have self-discipline, the self-discipline that's required to change any habit that you want to change, and especially those that will increase your state of comfort, health, and happiness. So that's step 1. Remember you have self-discipline. Think back to a time when you engaged with self-discipline. Maybe you were practicing to run a marathon, and then you actually ran the marathon. And remember that you can do this. You just need the proper motivation. Step 2, if you're trying to change something in your behavior, start small. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, to increase your comfort, health, and happiness, you want to give up smoking. I would start small, and I would make some realistic goals to begin with. Maybe you go from 3 cigarettes a day to 2 cigarettes a day the first week, and then you try to go further with that goal. Starting small gives you a little bit more confidence, and it gives you a little bit more positive outlook on achieving the goal that you've set about to achieve. Step 3, believe in yourself and that higher goal. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish to increase your state of comfort, health, and happiness, believe that you can do it, and believe that that goal is something beneficial to you. That's motivation. You have to have some type of motivation to be able to apply self-discipline to a higher goal and delay instant gratification. Fourth, I would encourage you to solicit a friend's help. Accountability partners work with all types of addiction research, but they also can work for, say you want to work out more, go to the gym more. I know in the instances when I've had a friend meet me at the gym 5:30 in the morning, I'm much more willing to get up at 5 o'clock and get to the gym at 5:30 if I have someone waiting for me. So I would really ask you to solicit a friend's help. And the fifth step is to practice positive self-talk. We talked about that earlier, changing that tape recorder in your head, but tell yourself, I can do it. Even if you fail occasionally, remember to tell yourself, I can do this, I can do this. It will serve you well to keep telling yourself and encouraging yourself to be your own best friend, that you can, in fact, do what you're setting out to accomplish. And then finally, the sixth step is to be mindful in each moment. And we've talked a lot about mindfulness being a thread throughout all 12 elements of the Achieve Wellbeing model. And I want you to really practice mindfulness in this area of self-discipline. Be mindful when you succeed. Be mindful when you fail. Be mindful when you pick a goal. Be mindful of your comfort, your health, your happiness. So those are the 24 elements of the Achieve Wellbeing model. I sincerely hope this series, again, has been greatly beneficial to you on an educational level as well as an inspirational level to help you create a state of comfort, health, and happiness. Next installment, I'm going to summarize all 12 elements once again. There's a video on my YouTube that is a speech I gave to the Women Veterans Summit here in Washington State that actually goes through all 12 elements comprehensively. It's about an hour long though, so a lot of people may not have the time to look at that. So what I'll do next time is summarize, and we'll review the self-assessment that we accomplished on the second installment of Achieve Wellbeing. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful Veterans Day. Veterans Day is this Monday coming up. Thank a veteran, and if you don't know a veteran to thank a veteran, why don't you maybe give a donation to one of the veteran services organizations like the Disabled American Veterans or VVA or VFW. A lot of those organizations do great work to help support veterans and their families, and it is Veterans Day. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.